6 miles or so to the south of Campo, and that tornado getting larger and larger as we are on the air here live at 6:10 on Memorial Day evening now. Most of us having enjoyed a nice afternoon, but a very large, what is in the process of widening tornado now. Nicely defined debris cloud there at the surface. Tracy, pull that back full for me if you would on Weather 2, and you see this nice what we call condensation funnel here indicating the circulation, and then it tightens down to a V at the surface, and you see this is what we always look for, the confirmation there, that debris cloud that is getting larger and larger with time. So this is a significant tornado that is on the ground in southern Colorado, and we are very thankful that we don't have any homes or structures in the vicinity there, but just amazing to watch. We have been tracking this storm now for 4 hours and 10 minutes. It has had a tornado warning on it for that long. It has already produced 2 confirmed tornadoes. At one point there were 2 tornadoes on the ground at once, and I'll just get out of the way and let the picture speak for itself there. Many folks sitting there and taking pictures of what is an amazing twister on this Memorial Day, and you see that debris cloud getting taller and taller now, and I am measuring on the radar adjacent wind speeds next to each other, what we call gate to gate, at 110 miles per hour. You see the green shading there is the wind that's moving toward the radar, which is off in the top left-hand corner of your screen and then off into northeastern Pueblo County. And right next to it, that green shading, that is the wind that is moving toward the radar. And you see we are sitting there measuring 110 miles per hour of shear, and that produced the tornado that you saw on the ground. And I don't know what happened to Mike's stream there, but obviously he is repositioning, maybe feeling that he needs to move for his safety there. But that was an amazing shot that we just saw on News Channel 13. We will go ahead and grab a quick break and hopefully come back and continue to watch that tornado that we saw form live on News Channel 13 at 6 o'clock. Thank you for joining us. We know it's been a busy afternoon for you. You're in Campo right now. What are you seeing, and what can you tell us?
Well, we've received a lot of hail here in the Campo area, and obviously over the open country around Campo as well. We have some telephone poles down, so if you're without power, be sure to report that in so you can get that fixed as quickly as possible.
That is right in the vicinity of Highway 287. In fact, it looks like we're looking at the road there in the foreground and probably looking off to the east, and that is an extremely large tornado right now that I would estimate at maybe 1/8 of a mile wide, possibly a little wider than that. It's tough to tell because he is actually pretty close to that thing. He obviously running to take video on a better camera and then trying to move this for us the best he can, but you can see that after he moves the camera that indeed the cell is moving off to the southeast, and like I mentioned, that movement only about 10 miles per hour, and so it's not moving rapidly, so you do have some time to seek some shelter if you do happen to be in the path of this storm. See the extreme amount of lightning that this storm is producing actually did cause a wildfire earlier to the south of Springfield, 6 miles to the north of Campo, right along Highway 287, and the folks got out there and put that fire out, but that has been another issue out there this afternoon. And you see just on your screen in the last 10 minutes 542 cloud-to-ground lightning strikes, but watch what it has done over the last hour. 1,340 what we call CGs, or cloud-to-ground lightning strikes, developing there over Baca County, and no wonder that we had reports of a grass fire earlier.
This is News Channel 13, where the news comes first.
Only on 13 Nature's Fury close up, you're looking at video shot just feet away from a tornado that touched down in Baca County this afternoon.
Now, we showed you this tornado live as it formed on this Memorial Day. StormTracker 13 kept you ahead of the storm.
Chief Meteorologist Matt Meister tracking that storm all afternoon.
Now, Matt, you showed one tornado form live during News Channel 13 at 6 tonight. Of course, we're getting new images and new information from that storm.
Yeah, things still coming in from the folks that took pictures of this today and had video. We have some additional stuff coming in right now from some storm chasers who are currently in Lamar, and we'll try to get this to you. But some of the SevereStudios.com folks getting this awfully close to the storm right on Highway 287 near the Colorado-Oklahoma border earlier this evening. That person there on the right in that truck is Denver resident Tim Samaras, and you will probably see that video tomorrow morning on Good Morning America. ABC is picking it up, and we, of course, proud to bring it to you tonight. But part of a storm that had a tornado warning on it for about 5 hours today, just before 2 o'clock all the way until about 6:50, and a lot of folks taking pictures of this as well. Megan England, a resident of Campo, taking a picture of what really by Colorado standards was an amazing tornado. It started as a rope, and then it got wider and wider, turning into sort of an elephant trunk that you see there, and eventually a cone with quite a debris cloud. And you can actually watch our coverage of this forming live on the air during the 6 o'clock newscast on KRDO.com, and the video that you just saw will be posted on there momentarily. Earlier in the day, around 3 o'clock, we did have a couple tornadoes reported outside of Pritchett. This storm reporting some very large hail as well, tennis ball sized at 4:15, 12 miles to the south of Pritchett. We had some 1.5-inch hail in Campo as well, and then that's the report of the tornado that you just saw there between 6:10 and 6:25, and that storm continued to produce tornadoes as it moved off into the Oklahoma Panhandle around 7 o'clock Colorado time. Just an amazing day, but almost more amazing is that that was the only storm in the entire state today. Many of us enjoyed a wonderful Memorial Day. We'll have more on that storm and, of course, your forecast for the next 7 days coming up in just a little bit.